I started my night shift at St. Augustine Hospital, at least, that's what the badge on my chest said. The halls were quiet, almost unnaturally so. The overhead lights buzzed faintly, and every sound echoed as if the building itself was listening. It was my first week working the psychiatric wing. They told me to stay on floors 2 and 3, to check vitals every hour, and to never enter the corridor marked Ward C. It's under renovation, they said. But the look in the supervisor's eyes told a different story, like there was something behind that door no one wanted to see. Around 2 a.m., when the rest of the hospital seemed asleep, I heard a faint click. Like a door unlocking itself. Then a voice. A whisper. Anna. My name. I froze. It came from Ward C. I tried to shake it off, told myself it was fatigue, maybe a patient calling from another floor. But when I looked down the hallway, the door to Ward C was open just an inch, enough to see darkness behind it. I called out, "Is anyone there?" Silence. Then, quietly, the door closed on its own. The next night, I told myself it was nothing. Hallucinations are common in night shifts, I read. Sleep deprivation, flickering lights, constant beeping, it tricks the mind. But still, I couldn't stop thinking about the whisper. During my rounds, I noticed something strange. The security cameras near Ward C showed static. Every other area worked fine. When I asked the guard, he muttered, "They've been like that for years." Years? In a hospital? I decided to take a look for myself. The door to Ward C was locked again, heavy metal with peeling paint. I pressed my ear against it. Nothing. Just the faint hum of air vents. But then, knocking. Slow, deliberate, from the other side. 3 knocks. Then a pause. Then 3 more. My heart slammed in my chest. I stepped back, holding my flashlight tighter. And then, the light flickered. For a split second, I saw a reflection in the small glass window of the door, a woman's face. Pale, hollow eyes. She was mouthing something. I couldn't hear her, but I could read her lips. She said, "Help me." Sleep became impossible. Even when I closed my eyes, I heard the knocking in my dreams. When I finally returned for my next shift, I went to the old archives in the basement. Dust, mildew, and forgotten folders filled the room. I searched for Ward C. Nothing recent. Then, at the very back, I found an old folder marked Closed Unit, Incident Report 1999. The report described a fire. 1 nurse and 3 patients died in that ward. The nurse's name was Anna Keller. My breath caught in my throat. That was my name. At first, I thought it was coincidence, until I saw the photo attached to the file. It was me. The same face. The same eyes. My hand trembled as I touched the paper. My head started to spin, and suddenly, the fluorescent lights above me began to buzz louder, until they sounded like screams. When I looked up, the room wasn't the same. The walls were scorched, blackened. The air was thick with smoke. And in the reflection of the metal cabinet, I saw her, the same woman from Ward C. She was standing right behind me. I ran. Up the stairs, through the hallways that now seemed to stretch endlessly. The walls pulsed, the lights flickered red like a heartbeat. I reached Ward C's corridor, only to see that it was wide open now, glowing faintly with a sickly green light. The whisper came again, louder this time. "Anna, you need to remember." I stepped inside. The floor was cold, wet. Hospital beds were overturned, sheets hanging like ghosts. The smell of burnt fabric and disinfectant filled the air. And then I saw them, the patients. Still wearing their hospital gowns, their faces melted, burned. They were all watching me. "You left us," one of them hissed. "You locked the door." Memories crashed into me, smoke, fire alarms, people screaming. I remembered holding the door shut, trying to contain the flames, but they were on the other side. I trapped them there. I killed them. The woman in white, my reflection, my other self, looked at me. "Now you know," she whispered. "You never left this place." I woke up on the hospital floor, the lights dim. Everything was quiet again. I thought maybe it was all in my head. But then I saw my own ID badge lying beside me. It was melted, blackened, like it had been through a fire. The date on it wasn't current. It was from 1999. My reflection in the glass door smiled back at me, but I wasn't smiling. She mouthed the same words again, "You never left." I looked down the hall. The morning shift nurses were arriving. One of them walked right past me without even looking. I tried to call out, "Hey, I'm here." But no sound came. They couldn't see me. The lights flickered once, and the door to Ward C slowly closed. I felt a cold wind brush my neck, and then I heard the intercom crackle. "New nurse assigned to night shift, Anna Keller." And just like that, it started all over again.